Hey guys, Gearshift24 here, and here we are in a video. This is pretty much just me playing a game as Draven. Now, I've played Draven actually quite a bit before this, but this game is a little bit just me, well, what it's about a little bit is just me getting caught out, and sometimes when you're with your support, sometimes you can get caught out, and sometimes you probably shouldn't be with your support. Also, you should probably use wards a little bit more. I mean, sometimes I don't. But if you're pushing the ward really, like not pushing the ward, but if you're pushing the lane really fast, then I do recommend getting wards. So we're going to start out here just with a longsword. Because I can't remember exactly what their team is, but I think that their team has some sustain. And usually I like to get a longsword and some pots if my lane doesn't have any sustain and if theirs does. So that's usually what I do. So I'm just going to be walking around a little bit right here. And I'm just going to be waiting here in the bush with my Thresh. We're just going to be waiting here. And I'm just talking to my friend. Well, my friend's just talking about me. And he's helped me, actually. I met him on a stream. We haven't actually talked in person or anything. But I met him on a stream. And he helped me get into Silver 2. Which is where I'm pretty much just right now. I'm carrying a lot of my games. I mean, my main was Sivir. She was nerfed, so, you know, when your main's nerfed, it gets a little bit harder to actually play. But yeah, as you can see, they have a Nidalee, so that's where it gets hard. Now, so far, what I'm going to do is, because I'm versus an Ezreal, I want to push pretty hard, because if they have to use all their poke to get the CS, the Ezreal and the Nidalee, if they have to use all their poke to get the CS, then that means that they won't be able to use it on me, and that I will be able to get everything pretty well. So, right now, our Yasuo got a kill at the beginning, and I got to flash Q, if you didn't see that. I got to use my Q, hit him a few times, and then I flash and attacked him with my Q. Luckily got enough damage to actually finish it off. So what that did, it procced the passive on my passive, which makes me get 2 gold for every stack. So really with this passive, I think, well, I don't know, but for me, it's one of my favorite passives in the game. I mean, it doesn't grant you anything. It doesn't grant you, like, attack speed like Ezreal's, and it doesn't grant you, I don't know, movement speed like Nidalee's or, like, Thresh's, the extra attack. It just gives you a lot of gold, but if you get, like, 5 kills, and if you've been farming really well and catching your axes, every time you throw and catch an axe, then you get, or execute a minion. Actually, it's not throw, just catch or execute a minion, then you get a stack of admiration. But I just feel like, I don't know, it can give you, like, if you get 5 kills, it lets you snowball really fast. That's the good thing about Draven. He snowballs extremely fast, so if you get a kill or 2 mid-game, about level 6 is when you, I don't know, level 5, 6, 3 also, you can get pretty high damage just because Draven has a lot of damage early game in my opinion. So, and mid-game, but one of my favorite parts is mid-game, and also a good thing about him is that his late game isn't horrible. Then my Thresh gets a kill on him. Luckily the Ezreal didn't kill him, so I'm hoping that my Thresh won't just go and kill himself, so it's being nice to the Thresh. The Thresh this game, I thought he was really good. A little bit later on, he kind of stopped being quite as good, but, you know, he wasn't bad. He wasn't terrible late game, but he just wasn't the best, so I was a little bit sad about that. And right here, I kind of wish that I could have gotten the kill, but I did actually get the kill on Ezreal, which I didn't even notice. The Thresh played it really well, so he made so I got the kill instead of the Thresh, and since the Ezreal got the kill, which is a bad thing, I'm glad that at least I got the kill, because that'll put me a little bit even more ahead, and I'll just be able to snowball even faster. So right now, it's just me and the Nidalee. Of course, he's poking me with all those spears. And my item choice this game, you can either start with the Infinity Edge if you really want to, but what I normally, almost every game, go for is I go for the Bloodthirster, or I go for the, I go for the Bloodthirster and the Last Whisper. He doesn't work with the Blade of the Rune King very well. I mean, he technically can, but yeah, I don't really think he needs way too much attack speed. You just need one Phantom Dancer or the Static Shiv. If you get one of those 2 items, then you're pretty much gold, and that'll work pretty well for you. So as you can see right now, we're out damaging them by a lot, and by we I mean me. I'm being able to pretty much 2v1 this lane, because I'm just pushing them under their tower, so then Thresh can't really do much. And one thing about that, sometimes it's a little bit bad to push, because your support won't be able to do anything, and if you want to make some plays, then I wouldn't recommend always pushing, if you like dual bot, and if you have like a Taric or a Thresh or a Leona or something. So I don't always recommend this, but if you want to make so they don't get a lot of CS, I know sometimes in this game, I will just hit tab to see how much CS they have, and that is actually a really nice thing to do. It lets you just, I don't know, it lets you see the difference, see if you're winning or losing. Now this Thresh right here, I think we got the kill. No. Yes. So the Thresh got the kill. Sadly, the Ezreal got the kill on me. And as you can see, my auto attack kind of like, I must have been unclicking, but he said he exhausted me, so I guess that was why. I thought that I auto attacked him, but it seemed to me at least, whatever you want to think, that I clicked and then I unclicked and I clicked and I unclicked. And right here, I figure out right now, I should have ulted before, because as you'll see in a little bit, I ult and she lives with, I don't know, I'll just have to wait and see. So let's see, so I ult, yeah, I ult, and she lives with 10 HP. So I probably should have just flashed there, flash W and Q'd her. But I actually didn't realize I had flash because the last engagement I didn't, so I just suspected that I didn't have it. And maybe I couldn't have gotten the kill, but that was probably going to be a free kill. So I just continue farming up the lane. We're winning right now by a few kills. And this Ezreal, he's not doing bad. He's not doing bad at all, but we have a lot more CS because the tower, once again, keeps taking all the CS. And this is pretty much how you play Draven. You either play extremely passive and just get tons and tons of CS, because that can actually work for one reason, which is because you're passive, which can stack and give you a ton of CS later on. If you have like a Soraka or if somebody picks something like that. Luckily, I dodged that right there, and right now we're just hiding here. The Thresh actually misses the hook, which kind of kills us. Well, it doesn't kill us, but it's not good. I get hit by a tower shot on accident, so that's not good either. I just keep spinning my axes, though. I want to get as much admiration as I can, because that'll just help you out a lot. Right now, I think I have 3 to 4 kills, so I should be a little bit ahead. But really, you don't want to go way too ham until you have your Bloodthirster. I shouldn't have flashed right there, I realized also. At the time, I thought that it was actually a pretty good play. But I should have just pressed on his Lantern. And I think... No, he doesn't. Yeah, so he dies that time, and that's where I was kind of... I didn't really know how good he was. So... I don't really know. That was a really hard kill for him to get, but I was kind of hoping that it would be like a boss. So as you can see, I guess I only have 2 kills, and then I also have 2 deaths. Now what keeps happening to me is I keep baiting myself, like with my support, and this is something that you don't really always want to do. And I look up top lane, see Cho'Gath die. But you don't always want to do this. Like, you don't always want to go in when your support goes in, if you know what I'm saying. Because sometimes your supports, like most of them, don't play support. Now myself, I play support with one of my friends quite a bit. I like to play like Alistar, all these attack supports. It gets really fun, but people in solo queue usually hate playing support. So trusting them is not usually the best. I like when there are people that don't take much skill, like Taric or... Well, Taric can't take skill, but mostly Taric. I hate having Sorakas because they don't do much, in my opinion. And I see this person right here. I was hoping that I could move fast enough, but I didn't have upgraded boots. I realized that Yasuo was there the whole time, but it was a little bit too late. So I just walk up. I should have caught my X right there, but I throw my ultimate. I get the kill on him, and that kind of snowballs me a little bit more. Now what keeps happening here is that I just keep snowballing a little bit. I wish Thresh would have queued right here, because he could have probably gotten a free kill, but he misses just by a little bit. As you can see, Ezreal doesn't have full boots either. But right here, we just see him, and then we leave. We see this person, and then we leave again, because we aren't really that fed yet. So what you can do as this guy is, if you have a really good support, or if you know that you can like outplay them a lot, then you can kind of just go full ham, and that works out actually pretty well. Now I know that we're low health, and they also have a lot more sustain than us, well, at least than my support right now. So I decide to just head back, you know, a little bit. Hope for the best, and now the person goes in again. So the problem about these fights is also I'm pretty much dropping like half of the Qs that I have, because they keep jumping on me. And what I really have to do, well, I told him that it needed to be earlier also, which is a little bit sad. Actually, I don't know. I think I told him in my head that he needed to be, but I never actually told him. But oh well, whatever it was. But we really needed to be right there, and also I dropped the axe. Because when you're exhausted as Draven, you pretty much are dead, so I would recommend a Quicksilver Sash. Actually, yeah, a little bit more than a Guardian Angels in my opinion. It depends on their team. If they have a lot of CC, like a Annie or a Leona or something like that, somebody with a really good hard CC, then I recommend a Quicksilver Sash, because, yeah, Draven needs to catch those axes, or else he's, I don't know, not worthless, but yeah, that was pretty big fail right there. So, he's not worthless, but he's just not the best. So I just keep queuing, keep like trying to push. Now what I should have done right here, or what I should do after I take the tower out, is to take the turret right next to there. The Nidalee is getting extremely fed from us and the other people, so we decided to just tower dive the Ezreal right here. He pretty much could not do anything. We're pretty far ahead right now, but I saw that Amumu was probably just going to die anyway. I didn't really know how to help him, but let's see, I don't remember. Amumu doesn't get out as I thought. Yeah, now she's like she's dominating on a killing spree, so I really want to get a kill on her. And I think right here, or somewhere close to here, I remember one time in this game, the blue buff actually spawned, and I died because I tried to get it. Now, you don't want to be, I don't know, you don't want to always have to go for all these things, and also Yasuo came by. Objectives, one of the bad things about objectives is that sometimes they can kind of bait you. Like, if there's a tower, sometimes you'll want the tower, and then you'll die. Right there I got my not wit's end. I got my Last Whisper, which will help me just go straight through their armor. Last Whisper is actually pretty good even if they don't have any armor, because the original armor that you have blocks 30 to 40% or something like that of the damage that you do. So with that item you can actually do quite a bit. Thresh gets caught out, and Thresh, I think for a while now, he's just been getting caught out, and I think for a while more he'll just keep getting caught out, and that's kind of where, I don't know. Also right here, my supports, like when they die, this same thing happens. I always walk over here and then I always die. But this time it actually worked out pretty well for us because Amumu went straight in. He ulted. He did that really well. I was hoping that I could find her, but she actually got away. And right here I played this really badly. So I got that. Well, I didn't get that. But, oh, never mind. I got a double kill. But part later on, oh, I did play badly. That's what I was thinking about. So after I got the double kill, since it's Nidalee, I should have just backed off. But yeah, I didn't back off. And against supports like Nidalee and Lux, if you get like a kill and then they're through a wall, you should probably just back off. This other guy was also very, very greedy with how long he stayed. And that flash didn't actually really help him at all. So yeah, at least he blew the other guys' flash and ignite. So that kind of got a little bit okay for him, but wasn't the best. Their support can obviously beat our support. She's really fed while ours has like no kills. And from right now on, for a little bit, me and him keep getting caught out. I actually get to, yeah, I just died. But I think, no, the Mumu does nothing. Yeah, I was hoping that I could kill him with like, he had like 1 HP again, so that was too bad. He goes back in and actually gets a kill, but then he dies. So yeah, that's not very good. But Thresh really needs to land a grab, is what I'm saying. I probably should have just said, please land a grab, but I was getting a little bit angry because the game before this I lost my promos or something. I don't remember exactly. Because on bronze it took me like 7 times to get through my promos. So yeah, that was a little bit annoying. But I just really wanted to win, so I picked Draven, and yeah. So I continue just farming up. What you have to remember in these games is that there's pretty much no reason to get angry, because like, what's the purpose of getting angry? It's not going to make you win. It's not really going to do anything to help you in the game. So yeah, that's my thing. So I'm starting to build a Phantom Dancer right now, because then you can walk through people and catch your axes. As you can see, I do a ton more damage than him right now. I thought that my ultimate could go through the wall because I didn't know the champion, because he just was barely released, so that sucks. But I got 2 kills on him, I got the shutdown gold, and yeah, that pretty much, I keep getting really put ahead, but then I keep getting caught out, which is the big problem about this game. This game, if I would have just played a little bit more safe, had some more wards, I think that I could have gone pretty much without any deaths, but it doesn't turn out way too bad for me. I still just go 27, which isn't horrible. And yeah, so I go there. I'm only actually going to die 2 more times in this. So I decide to tower dive him. I unfortunately don't get a kill. Right there, the Mumu thought that I was like trying to bait him to have him die. But I actually was trying to be like good guy Draven, walk in front of the way of the Nidalee spear, which actually did probably save his life. I mean, I could have brought him the other way, but Nidalee probably would have still speared him. So good guy Draven, I hope. But yeah, I sold all my potions because right now I don't really want them. Just bought Home Guard because they're pushing up really fast. And right now we're starting to lose a little bit. Amumu, everybody's just dying pretty fast. So this game's a little bit of a comeback, but I get a kill right there, get a double kill, and I think, yeah, I get a triple kill. Now, I think Draven is one of the best people as far, like, I've played him mid lane, and he's actually really good at killing Yasuo, and he's okay at killing Zed. He's also great, I don't know, he's great at killing a lot of mid laners, so I think Draven mid's actually really fun. He's great versus Katarina also because she tries to use a combo on you, and you just press your E, knock her out of it, and that works pretty well. So yeah, I actually kind of enjoy him mid, but AD carry is pretty fun too. So this guy comes straight at me. I think right here, yeah, I get hit, but I do just flash over there, which I think worked out pretty well for me. He does just keep chasing me, so that kind of sucks. I just try to attack him, but right now he has the fiery cape, I'll just call it. Can't remember what it's called. And then, yeah, that's kind of kills me a lot. Right now I'm going to go for the Infinity Edge, so then I can do quite a bit more damage. Things where he gets a lot of damage is the Infinity Edge and the, what is it called? The Bloodthirster. Like the Bloodthirster at the beginning and then the Infinity Edge. That's where his damage spikes are, and that's where you can really get kills at the beginning of the game and the middle of the game. It's kind of like a Trinity Force on Lucian or Ezreal. Yeah, it's pretty much just like that. Now those spears are doing a crap load to me, but this guy jumps into here. I barely live, like 100 HP. So I knock him out, like I knock the other guy out. Luckily the Ezreal ult doesn't kill me. I thought it was going to. I think I wait here a little bit. No, I don't. I just run straight out. I thought I was going to wait. But I probably should have just ulted top or mid lane to get my crit chance, but that's okay. Now, a really good thing about his Q is when it's max level, it's 85% of his max damage, plus the 60 or 70%, I don't remember how much. Movement speed on his Q, on his W, every time you catch your axe, it gets refreshed. So that equals a lot of free damage and free movement speed and also free attack speed. So you don't need to buy way too much attack speed with this. I go straight after the Ezreal, which the other guys don't go straight after me. They go straight after the Mumu for some reason. Yeah, I get the Ezreal in like 2 or 3 hits. And the good thing is if you have somebody like a Mumu or somebody like Annie or people like that, you can pretty much instantly catch people out as Draven and burst them down. Draven is a really good bursting person after you get 1 or 2 items. And right now I'm really fed. I have most of my items. He gets hooked, so I just take the kill right there. We decide, well, we're probably gonna finish it off pretty soon, but we just take the mid inhibitor. We kill Ezreal. Right now we might be able to win, but we didn't really think so. Right now we probably could have just gotten a free Baron, but it doesn't actually really matter right now. I know a little bit they actually do sneak a Baron from us, so I always try to get Baron. But problem is, a lot of the times when I get it too low HP, and we just throw, so sometimes I'm a little bit hesitant to get Baron. So instead of staying there, I walk all the way back. I ping people to go back, but they go in, and then, yeah, I keep pinging them to go back. And they just keep going back in, and I don't actually know why. So you look over there, they go back in, and I thought this was going to actually throw the game right here, so I actually have to walk back in, and then, as you see, I die. Or I don't die. I barely live, so I decide to run straight back. No, I die. So yeah, getting baited by your team, sometimes you just want to leave them. That's all I'm gonna say. Sometimes you just need to leave your team. And this game I'm getting a Guardian Angel because they keep bursting me, so that's a little bit sad. But we might have been able to win that if Amumu actually did have his ult like he thought. But since he didn't, they got a free Baron. But right now, we're a little bit ahead. We have the mid inhibitor. We have a lot more turrets. So we're going to be able to pretty much push and win right now. My passive right now has probably gotten me about 1,500, 2,000 gold. Something like that. Some chatting right here. So then we just keep walking around. I decide to go for their blue buff. And actually, while we do that, I find that there is a Nidalee right here. I could have killed her, but I was looking at the stats again, and I do not know why. So, yeah, I pretty much need to stop overstaying bot this game. But it does turn out all's well that ends well. So we go top, and Amumu actually has his ult right now. But, yeah, I'm just gonna, as you can see, once I get up to him, Draven can actually kill Yasuo, mid, top, wherever. If Draven has 1 or 2 kills, he can actually 1v1 him really easily. You just wait for his shield to go by. As you can see, I can like 2, 3 hit him. So that's really easy to kill him. He can do that to most of the mids, but Yasuo, since he doesn't have the super high burst like most mids do, he can just kill him. So that's really, really nice right now. Until he gets buffed, which he probably will be. But oh well. So I just decide, well, I don't decide, we just finish off the game pretty soon. Gragas is really tanky right now, but his team kind of just threw, well, they didn't really throw, but they kind of just ended the game for themselves right there. We get the mid tower, and then we get the mid nexus. So thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you have learned something in this, and see you all next time.